Hello, I am so excited to have this opportunity to talk to you about the CMU faculty-led study abroad experience entitled FMD, Fashion Merchandising and Design 225, Fashion in Paris. My name is Dr. Michael Mamp, and I am the faculty member from Fashion Merchandising and Design that leads this immersive experience, this one-of-a-kind opportunity to the fashion capital of the world, to Paris. Again, FMD 225 Fashion in Paris is the name of the course. I'm very pleased to say that this course fulfills requirements of University Program Subgroup 4B, Studies and Cultures Outside of the Anglo-American Tradition. And of course, this experience is open to fashion students, but is also open to all CMU students. The only prerequisite is that you have 24 completed credits at the time of the trip, with a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.5. But you do not have to have any previous fashion course experience or experience in fashion of any kind. I've provided my email here for you. If you want to contact me with any questions, feel free to do so. And I am housed in the Department of Fashion, Interior Design, and Merchandising. Feel free to follow us on Instagram at FIDM Central. And we work in partnership with the Paris American Academy, the school that we work with as part of this experience. You can learn more about PAA by following them at Paris American Academy on Instagram as well. So FMD 225 Fashion in Paris is a month-long, faculty-led, immersive experience where you live in the heart of the city and experience what it's like to live like a Parisian for a full month. You'll learn French fashion, language, cuisine, culture, and history, and the fashion capital of the world. Students will have the opportunity to learn a variety of haute couture techniques, including methods of millinery, textile dyeing, and hand pleating in the Madame Grès method. And you'll also view and assess fashion boutiques in Paris and mock up a boutique of your own design. Although there is a making component to this experience, no previous sewing experience is required. We work with you and teach you as we go together, and we go together as a group. This is an image of students working in the studio in the bottom right-hand corner. Some of my former students having a nice treat midday when visiting Versailles. But again, no previous fashion experience is required. But if you have an interest in fashion, an interest in French culture and cuisine and history, and specifically the city of Paris, then this is definitely the study abroad experience for you. This is truly une expérience incroyable. This faculty-led study abroad program to Paris, France includes extensive visits to cultural and historical sites. We'll be out exploring the city of Paris just about every day, and we'll also be completing some coursework at the Paris American Academy. And the picture that you see on the bottom left-hand side of your screen here is the building that houses the school, which is actually a 17th century building that was the gatehouse of the famous cathedral Val de Grace, that was built on the occasion of the birth of the Sun King, Louis XIV, that I'll show you here in a photo in a moment. Paris American Academy is located in the Latin Quarter, the 5th arrondissement, right in the heart of the city. Just a couple of blocks walk from the Seine, from the Luxembourg Gardens. You'll become an expert at getting around the city on Le Métro, Le Métropolitain, which is the Paris subway. And you see a group of my students from a previous trip here standing in front of the Paris Opera House one night when we went to see an incredible ballet performance. So in our month that we have in Paris, you'll do some coursework, you'll have assignments to complete, but we will be out and about exploring just about every day. Places that we have visited in the past have included the Palace of Versailles, the Louvre Museum, Giverny, the Luxembourg Gardens, Rue Saint-Honoré, but it truly is amazing to have access and to be immersed to all of these historically significant and culturally rich sites and opportunities of learning as a part of FMD 225 Fashion in Paris. So upon completion of this course, students will be able to apply basic French conversational skills to facilitate everyday activities of living in Paris. You'll be able to explain pivotal components of French history from the 17th century to present day. You'll describe major themes in French fashion history and their cultural significance starting in the late 18th century. This is an image here of the Val de Grace, the cathedral that's next door to the school, and the front window of a favorite bistro of mine right down the street from where we live when we go. We all stay in a group of apartments that are right around the school within a block or two of each other, and have an opportunity to interact every day. And I'm there as your guide and your leader to make sure that every experience is a great one for you as a part of this study abroad. You'll be able to compare and contrast major themes of French fashion history to current modes of Parisian fashion. You'll execute a variety of hand techniques, haute couture techniques, such as sisal and felt hat making. Yes, you'll make your own hats. You'll also shop for your own supplies in Paris. You'll learn about pleating and various resist dye methods. This is a former student in the top right corner showing a scarf that she dyed using the shibori method. You'll also be able to identify methods of branding utilized by a variety of French fashion brands in media, store window displays, and interior product placement. You'll be able to communicate concepts related to fashion trend forecasting. You'll also shop for and select ingredients to prepare a variety of meals using traditional quotidian or everyday techniques. This is an image here on the left of an afternoon tea with a wonderful glass of champagne at the Café de Flore, which is a famous bistro in France, as well as an image of the Arc de Triomphe, which was built by Napoleon after a victory. You'll also describe key cultural contributions of the French people to fashion and Western civilization, aided by multiple visits to museums, historical sites, as well as participation in cultural events. So what will you do? What work will you do as a part of this experience? Well, we will have some pre-departure meetings where we'll set expectations and talk about our travel plans. There's a design making component that's focused on haute couture techniques, the very highest end fashion making techniques. We have the honor and privilege to be taught by Madame Picot, who was a worker for Madame Grès, who's one of the most famous French fashion designers of the 20th century. We'll learn from her directly Madame Grès' pleating method, along with, as I mentioned, millinery, hat making, but no previous fashion design or fashion merchandising experience is required. We will work with you step by step. For visual merchandising, students will assess fashion boutiques in Paris, summarize their observations, and mock up a boutique of their own design. You'll also learn French language and history. Students will receive introductory instruction in French language, history, and fashion history. You'll learn about French cuisine, learning the basic French food terminology, and then plan and shop for a meal at Le Marché en Plein Air, the open-air market, collectively, and prepare that meal and attend a group dinner. Students will work with a branding expert and a professional photographer to style and conduct their own photo shoot. You'll reflect upon and record your learnings in a journal that you keep on a daily basis. And you'll also have an opportunity to both attend and work backstage as dressers at fashion shows. So I can't wait to have you as a part of this experience, FMD 225 Fashion in Paris. So alors, allons-y. Let's go together. Take care, everyone.